I hate to say this, but fast food condiments. Sometimes I don't know if the refrigerator has a collection of Arby's sauce and ketchup and mustard packets. And I can't say I overindulge, but I can't throw them away. I have to keep them and still squeeze them out. So we're using Chick-fil-A, just whatever we. I think that's why they're selling their sauces in the store now, because people either like them too much or take them too much.
Or both.
Or both.
So stolen condiments are what you guys get by on.
Yep. We do buy regular ketchup too, but it's better out of the packet.
The things that it applies to me is every container becomes a Tupperware. I don't know how many of the brown butter dishes I have and how they've been used multiple times over.
I think the Chinese food places, their carry out, their it's not Tupperware, but it's not really plastic either. Whatever it is, I think the Asian food places have incredible containers, and I think we have 4 and their lids in our cabinet.
Absolutely. You got to keep using them. I do the same with those. The ones you get from the Ding Ho's on West Broad Street, they had the best takeout containers, and we constantly use those. The other thing that I do is I always look for coupons, or I go shopping for something. There is never just a let's go to the store and buy it.
Now, do you download the digital coupons to your phone and save that way?
I do the digital coupons as well, but sometimes they're more pain than they're worth. But I always, or if I get an email that something's on sale that I normally buy, I'll go ahead and stock up.
So Woody, I'm still broke, for the record, just so you know. But one of the things that I've always done that I still do is, because I travel around the city for business, I regularly look at the Columbus Gas app, the app that shows lowest prices of gas.
Sure.
I regularly check and see where the lowest prices are around town. And when I'm driving in that area, I plan on filling up in that area so I can save a couple bucks. Because the difference in gas prices in this town, yesterday I paid $2.56. Where I live, it's more like $3.25.
Oh.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's like $4.50, almost $5 a gallon out here in Vegas.
I mean, that's quite a bit of money. It's not like I drive across town to save 30 cents a gallon, but for business purposes, when I'm out and about, I'm going to be in the area. Heck yes, I'll take a look at it and I'll do it.
Now, this came from my father. He was in the Royal Navy, okay? And freshwater aboard ship was, so rare, and you had to use it so sparingly. We were forced to take, like they did, a Royal Navy shower, where you get 5 seconds to get wet, and you turn the thing off, and you soap up, and you scrub, whatever, and you get 10 seconds to rinse off. That's it. And we called it's the Royal Navy shower. And you had to do that in our household growing up to save money. And woe to the person who, if Dad walked down the hallway, towards the loo and you heard the water running in there, if you were in there for a long time, you get quite a pasting if you, you were in there just letting the shower go. But I still do that now, and it really shows up, saves money when you see the heating bill come in. It's just a leftover from, the Royal Navy.
I go to a secondhand store to purchase everything and anything I can find. You find some good deals there. I buy all my clothes, my dishes. If I buy anything, it's going to be on sale. I would even buy my food at the secondhand store if I could. But I do buy my food on happy hour, so I guess that's like buying your food on sale.
Kind of, yeah. So you buy everything at secondhand stores.
I like buying clothes, though. You can find some really good deals on clothes.
My wife is the same way. She even got my kids doing that in high school. You can find new stuff that really has never been worn.
Yes, you can. I even found a garbage can, one of those automatic ones, that costs like $60 in the store, and I got it for half price.
Right.
It was like brand new.
I'll bet you drive a used car, too.
I do. I will never, ever buy a new car.
Oh, yeah. We live and eat cheap. You got to eat cheap. You got to shop cheap these days in order to survive.
Give me an example of eating cheap in your house.
Eating cheap in our house would be Hamburger Helper.
Yep.
Spaghetti.
Yep. You left out Tuna Helper
Spaghetti.
now.
Oh, yeah. We have Tuna Helper. Kids don't like that, so I can't make that too often. But
Okay. All right.
Being a poor person, you're always looking for any kind of free money of any sort.
Right.
I would basically stock the coupons that came every Sunday, and I wouldn't buy anything unless it was on sale. And then I would go I would go into recycle bins and dig out other people's coupons just so I could get more.
Wow. Now that's one I haven't heard before.
But I don't dig anymore, but I still do not buy anything unless it's either on sale or I have a coupon for it.
My wife does the same thing. She waits for the buy one, get one, or the sodas when they're buy two, get two. But you know what? I don't know if they still do it anymore. I don't think they do. The double and triple coupon days. Remember those?
Those were the days that I couldn't wait to go. And then I just stock up on it when it was triple. I love those days.
But I don't think they still have double or triple coupon days, do they?
No. But now that I'm of age, Walgreens has over 55 days on Wednesday. So I go there to get my stuff at Walgreens.
Shoot, I didn't know that. I got to sign off early and get to Walgreens.
Today's Wednesday. You better go.
Well, if I go out to eat, I usually go out to some place like Golden Corral, an all-you-can-eat place. I buy Little Caesar pizzas. I butcher my own deer. I was thinking, you know what? I don't know, but then I realized I do this every day. So I get me a coffee to drive home. I work clear out west, like out in the Bell Fountain area. So I got a long drive back to Picktown. So I get me a coffee and drink it. When I get home, I got a half a cup left. I take it in the house, and then I reheat it the next morning rather than stop and buy another cup, you see. Then I have some coffee for the morning. That's about as frugal as I get.
I save coffee, too, from the pot I made the day before. If there's any left, I pour it into a Yeti, and I reheat it the next day. I think more people waste so much money on buying coffee at Starbucks or wherever.
Oh, for sure. And I do. I heat it up. My wife's constantly going, are you going to do anything with that cup of coffee sitting there? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to heat it up tomorrow morning. That's as frugal as I get. But yeah, you're right. I save cup for $3 a cup that way.
Oh, shoot. I'll bet you save 5 to 7.
Well, maybe. I don't do the Starbucks. I go cheap route, but still, it's a cup for $3 a cup.
I prefer a Speedway cup of coffee over Starbucks any day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Me too.
I always brew a bed pot in the morning, and I drink coffee all morning, drink it in the afternoon into the evening because I work nights, but I don't like paying too much. So a lot of times I don't buy coffee at some of the drive-through places.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a thermos and I carry it. And when I was keeping very busy, working during the day and working at night, I always would carry food, like whole wheat bagels, lunch meat, cheese, nuts, vegetables in a cooler. And I'd always have food to eat. And to this day, I still do that. I don't buy a whole lot of fast food. Like today, I was on the road to Michigan, and I've got a cooler full of food. It's healthier, and it's cheaper. I'd rather have that than fast food.
My old lady and I, every time we stay at a motel together, I always take the extra roll of toilet paper with me. I mean, heck, I paid for the room.
So you take their TP?
Yeah. I mean, heck, I paid for it.
You see, I had to technically quit drinking soda a while ago, but I allow myself to have 120 ounce a week. So I will drink a couple of drinks of that 20 ounce, and then I'll put it in the refrigerator, and then later I might have a couple of more drinks. So that whole 20 ounce will last me until I'm allowed to have the next one the next week.
And it doesn't start tasting pretty flat?
Kind of flat, but I still have it.
And you can still cheat a little?
Just a little. That, and I reuse my dryer sheets over and over again until they have no more scent left in them.
I'll be darned. I didn't even know you could reuse dryer sheets.
You can do that, and it's great because you're not spending a ton of money for dryer sheets.
When we were first married, and we've been married for 35 years, we kept the thermostat in the wintertime down in the mid-50s.
Are you kidding me?
No, we're not kidding. And, you just learn to get by wearing sweatshirts and stocking caps around the house, and maybe even having a blanket at night when you're sitting around watching the boob tube,
Yeah.
So, but as we've gotten older in our life, my wife has allowed me to turn the thermostat from 56 to 58. And then check this out. So, you think about that for the winter, right? Summertime, she's allowed me to turn it down from 80 to 78 degrees in the house. So,
wow. I guess it's safe to say we know who wears the financial pants in Al's house.
That is absolutely correct. But because of those savings, we've been able to do lots of other things like fun vacations.
What would you estimate you save, like say in the winter, when you're freezing at 58 wearing stocking caps and mittens? How much do you think that saves on your monthly utility bill?
Based on what our other neighbors have said, we're probably saving between $1 and $150 a month.
And summertime? Might be more in the summer.
Yeah, we're probably, I don't know, I'm going to say conservatively $1,000 a year.